Good morning, grade ones and friends. Today is Tuesday, May the 19th. Mrs. Ubel has another story about planting today, and I noticed in my garden yesterday that there's little tiny green things popping up. So I don't know what it is yet, but it might be my beans or my peas. So I'm going to go investigate today and maybe give it some more water and hope it rains outside. Mrs. Ubel wanted to show you. See, this is my package of bean seeds. And they're really tiny, so I have to be super careful. I'll show you. Here is a little bean seed. They're tiny, aren't they? And see at the top? Can I show you? Can you see right there? There's a little tiny sprout. So when you put this in the soil and then you water it, the sprout starts popping up above the soil to get to the sunlight. Pretty tiny though, aren't they? So my story today is called One Bean. And maybe you planted some beans or peas or carrots or something in your garden with your mom. One Bean by Anne Rockwell. Pictures by Megan Hasley. I think that they know what this needs. Things need soil, sun, water, and love to grow. One bean. I had one bean. It was dry and smooth and hard, just like Mrs. Ubel's. Mrs. Ubel's bean is very smooth. I put it on a wet paper towel. I covered it with another wet paper towel, and soon its skin had turned all wrinkly. Maybe that's an experiment you could do at home. My bean had gotten fatter too. I think it got too fat for its skin because the skin split, and this meant it was time to plant my bean. This kind of reminds Mrs. Ubel of maybe our caterpillars we were talking about. I filled a paper cup with black potting soil, and then I laid my fat, wrinkly bean in the cup, and I covered it with soil. I think his sister's just watching him. I watered it when the soil was dry, and even though I could not see my bean hidden underneath the damp black soil, I watched for it every day. Here's the bean. It's kind of showing you inside what it would look like in the cup. Then one day, just like in the story of Jack and the Beanstalk, something wonderful happened. A greenish white stalk poked up from the soil. My bean was dangling from the end of it. Soon the two leaves grew on my bean plant, and they were shaped like Valentine hearts. Nice. If I wanted to draw a bean plant, I would know what shape to use. More green heart-shaped leaves sprouted, and my bean plant grew bigger and bigger. It needed a place to live and grow. Look what I see, butterfly. I filled a flower pot with potting soil. Very gently, very carefully, I took one bean with its bright green leaves and roots spreading through black, moist soil out of the paper cup. I planted it in the flower pot where it could stay. Sunshine shone on it and made my bean plant grow some more. Ooh, it's getting taller. There's our measurement word, taller. One day, I saw lots of little green bumps on my bean plant. Those little green bumps were buds. The buds burst open, and lots of white flowers blossomed among the green leaves. When the white flowers fell off, tiny bean pods hung in their place. And before long, there were lots of bean pods growing on my beautiful bean plant. This is when Mrs. Ubel's kids go outside and sneak them, and then they eat them for a snack. Those tiny bean pods grew bigger. One day I picked one. I split it open and looked inside. What do you think I saw? I saw some smooth and shiny beans, shaped just like the one bean that it all started with. I picked a few pods and ate the beans that grew inside them. And they were very, very good. Now look what Sister's doing. She snuck one of those beans, and I think she's going to plant her own bean plant. The end. It shows you how much it grew. If you're eating watermelon and you notice there's seeds inside, you can take the seed out of the watermelon and you can plant it in the soil, and then you can grow a watermelon plant. Or you could do the same with a cucumber, and then you could have a cucumber plant. I hope you liked my story, One Bean. Now, you have a little bit of stuff to do on Seesaw, and then tonight, Mrs. Ubel is going to see you at the school parade. I cannot wait to wave to you. Hey, maybe I should wave like we talk about in class. Be the queen. Wave like the queen. You practice your wave and get ready to wave to Mrs. Ubel tonight. I have a special surprise for you at the parade. See you later. Bye-bye.